Looking crazy, but it's
I
okay.
was getting ready to leave my do-rag on, but I said I'll be respectful.
Okay, let me get this going. You're distracting me, Tracy. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get this going because I got to make sure this thing records. Okay.
I thought I
I
turned
think
this off.
we're recording. I think we're recording.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So let me make sure one more other thing. Why is it not Chrome? If not, no biggie. I'll just make notes and put it in your file.
Okay.
All right. So good morning and
Good morning. Good to see you
congratulations.
too. Thank you. I'm
Yes.
happy. I'm happy. I'm happy.
You should be. All right.
Yes.
So we'll just get started with, tell me a little bit about yourself, I guess your journey and how it brought you to CFA. Just kind of giving a little background to this whole conversation. Nick, be very brief.
Okay. I'm a very driven person. I waited until my latter years in life to seriously consider finishing school. I've been to college.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to med school. I started off with the biology in college for biology.
Mm-hmm.
However, I fell in love and got a baby. So that kind of, put a little damper on that. I wanted to, be the American mom at that point.
Sure.
So I put it off, but always in the back of my mind, knowing that I wanted to go to school. My dad owned a funeral home, and in order him from the time I was a little girl, but in order for me to actually be licensed, I had to have a degree.
Gotcha.
A bachelor's degree. So I was working towards that actually, as well
Okay.
as thinking about trying to get into pre-med.
Okay.
But anyway, as life has it, I postponed it, but still in the back of my mind wanted to go. And also I got bogged down with a lot of student loans.
Oh, yes, I understand.
Yeah, so at that point, I just said I was not going to go back to school because I just could not bear the thought of having all the student loans. Like I had my paycheck garnished, didn't get, um, uh, IRS refunds for many years and, all of that because of, the garnishment. So I was like, how am I going to do this? So I kind of just put it off.
Okay.
So when my job offered this opportunity, I felt that it was perfect because it gave me the opportunity to go back to school for free.
Right. Right.
So
Okay.
that was how I came to today.
Wonderful. So now that we kind of have an understanding how you got here to CFA, let's think about or reflect, I guess you could say, on your CFA experience. Specifically, which projects would you say you enjoyed the most?
The projects that I enjoyed the most, and I reflected on that when you sent me the questions.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the project that talked about stress and the causes of stress on your organs or various parts of your body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very intense person, so I live with a lot of stress.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because of my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So it taught me that I need to dial it back a little bit. Everything is not going to be perfect. There's going to be some, roadblocks along the way, and you just have to pick yourself and keep moving. And it's also something that I'm currently trying to teach my daughter because she's currently dealing with panic attacks
Oh, bless her heart.
regularly.
Mm-hmm.
And she went to the doctor, but she won't take the medication. She
Mm-hmm.
works in a very high-paced environment. She's a
Okay.
dialysis
Mm-hmm.
technician, so she has to be to work at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. She has, 3 children,
Mm-hmm.
a 5-year-old, which is very difficult. And I help her a lot, which adds a lot to my stress too.
Sure.
But I'm trying to it's that particular project is helping me help her,
Okay.
or try to help her with the issues that she had with stress. And then the other would be the marketing plan, because I just recently started a catering business.
Ooh,
Yes, thank you. Yes, a catering and food delivery service business. So it's helping me with preparing my marketing plan and thinking about my business plan,
okay.
and as well as the business plan project that I did. So it's helping me with my personal life a lot.
Okay. Well, that kind of segues into my next question. And if you feel like you've already answered it with that last part of that, what you just said, that's fine. Because my next question was, what projects were most helpful to your professional life?
Hmm.
Would you still say it was the marketing one, since that's really helping you with your business?
Yes, it's helping me with my business, but also in my professional life with Anthem, I work in the provider contracting department,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically a marketing
Okay.
part of marketing, because we have to recruit providers to come into our network.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I do, recruit the providers and, do the contracts with them. And then I act as a liaison and, resolve any issues. So the marketing piece of it helped me to understand what it is that you need to give people in order to get what you want.
Okay. And I guess in addition to the projects you just shared, are there any other projects that you feel like will help you or have helped you move towards future goals?
Well, it's so funny. The two that stick out in my mind, and I don't exactly know why, but I actually enjoyed them,
Uh-huh.
was the ethics one.
Mm-hmm.
The ethics
Mm-hmm.
one, it really made me like really critically think about the guys in the boat and they ate the one guy. That like really, helped me like critically think,
Uh-huh.
when situations like that really do happen, and what would you do?
Right. Right.
Yep. And then the other one was the art one, where it taught you how to read, how to scrutinize artwork and
Mm-hmm.
understanding, artwork. That was something I never in my life ever considered. I like art, but I never knew that there was, a style to looking at it. I just thought, hey, it looks pretty, the colors are nice, I love the scene, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that too.
Okay. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Those are both very, very intriguing ones. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
All right. So we've taken like a little look of, specific projects, that you've experienced with CFA. So if we kind of step back and think more broadly, what expectations did you have coming into this program?
My expectation was, I knew it was going to be difficult for me since it had been so long since I had been in school.
Okay.
I didn't know how I would juggle it with my, you know, professional and personal life. So I
Mm-hmm.
had some anxiety about that.
Okay.
I also, um, my expectation was to complete it,
Yeah.
not just complete it, but complete it well.
Yes. Yes. I can understand that. And,
Hmm.
with that being said, and you have completed it, what would you say about your pace?
My pace in the beginning was outstanding. It was kind of crazy because I think I was finishing 2 to 3 projects maybe a week.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
And I felt like, wow, it felt good because I, had the excitement.
Yeah.
And I think the first not mastered it kind of bothered me a little bit. But then
Okay.
I understood that it was a positive tool, because the instructor gave you feedback on specifically what they were looking for. So you weren't just hanging out there trying to figure out what it was that you needed to correct.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So,
Good.
mhm.
That's a journey in itself, is being able to
Mhm.
take that feedback and take it constructively as opposed to personally.
Right.
Did you struggle with that, taking it personally versus getting to that point of it just being constructive?
Towards the end, I did take it personally.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did take it personally because, as I explained to you, I just think it was kind of like a witch hunt, kind of to scold me for something somebody else did. And me being the helpful person that I naturally am, caught myself helping, someone who, took advantage of it, and I was penalized for that. And I kind of think that it's unfair. I think that the talking to that I had and the counseling that I had, I think should have been sufficient for me to have to, because as they look through all of my other work, they seen, all of my other work I think was good. Some of it excellent. So they know that I worked very, very hard. Yeah. So I think that should have been taken into consideration. So I took the end, to be a bit personal.
Okay. I respect that. That's understandable.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened with like the two projects that I had to do over where they said that I didn't use my own words, or the one, I think, well, two of them that I totally disagreed with. The one with what was that one with the video? Help me.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about the title.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, it was the videos where you had to, detail what you got out of the videos or whatever. I think that, I really worked very hard, and that was definitely my work in my own words. But anyway, needless to say, that piece of it was what, made me take it a little personal and made me even rethink whether I wanted to complete the program.
Right. And that's the perfect segue into my next question is, what kept you motivated, not only towards the end, but throughout the whole program? What kept you going?
I think I was really, the program I think is very interesting.
Okay.
There, some things, like I said, that, really interest me, and I was able to understand how it would fit into the completion of the bachelor's degree. So I could see the end, the purpose in the end, what would come of it, through the different projects, what it was leading to. So that was, what kept me motivated, was just wanting to know what the next project was, learning, exercising my brain, something that I had not quite done. Always got involved in, learning things and stuff like that, but not to the degree of actually going back to school. So just those things.
Okay. And, with this journey with CFA, which it's been quite a journey, I'll just say that. What did you learn about yourself that surprised you the most?
What I learned about myself was I'm Superwoman. Because I do many things, like, as I told you before, I work full time. I started a business. I'm in school. I help my daughter I co-parent with my daughter with the children, dropping off to school, picking up, going to different, activities, all of those things, and trying to have somewhat of a personal life and a spiritual life, and, all of those things. So I'm really pulled in. I'm the matriarch of my family here in Atlanta because it's myself and two siblings, and I'm the oldest. So, I'm, they depend on me a lot. So, just those things, it makes me understand that I'm able to do more than I really thought I could do.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
And with that success, what habits do you feel like you have or have had that helped you to be so successful and that you can use moving forward to continue on to your next degree?
Tenacity,
Mhm.
um, wanting to show my grandchildren what is possible, wanting to show my daughter, who is struggling with going back to school herself,
Mm.
that it's possible. Um,
Okay.
being a better person, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I'm getting ready to cry.
oh, don't cry. This is it's one thing I love about this conversation is that it's very reflective because as you think about all of these accomplishments you've made and how you're impacting other people and just how you're not only changing your life, you're changing other people's lives by doing it.
Hmm.
So that's
Right.
very emotional. That's very touching. So it's okay. It's okay. And I didn't mean to make you cry. I didn't mean
Oh, I know you
I
didn't. I
didn't.
know you didn't.
But I'll be honest with you, I get really teary-eyed during these. So I'm barely holding it together. So just so you know.
Okay. Okay. Then you understand.
I understand the struggle,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I
It
do.
is a struggle.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
And with everything you've said and everything we've discussed in our short time together, which I'm sad that it was such a short time. I wish we could have been
I am
together
too.
earlier.
Yeah.
Um, how would you say that all of this has changed you and how you view yourself? I know you feel like you're Superwoman, and you are, no doubt.
Thank you.
Had you felt that way before, or going through this brought it to the forefront for you?
Going through this brought it to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
I always did a lot. I always got involved. Like on my job, I'm involved with so many, this program, this, and this. I've always been that girl, but I
Yes.
never really realized what it takes to be that girl. I just did it.
Mm-hmm.
I never reflected on how much it really takes to be that girl.
Mm.
And, I'm 55 years old and I just realized that,
Mhm.
and I didn't just become this way. I've always been that way.
Right,
I
right, right.
started working with my dad when I was like 7 years old. So I always had that, get up and go, about me, but I never reflected on what type of person it takes to be able to, to do all the things that I do.
Sure. I mean, when would you have had the time?
Yeah, yeah.
That's when we were
And
here.
I tell my daughter all the time when she gets a little weary about life, as we all do,
Yes.
that I'm not a special person. There's nothing special about me. It's just that, I believe that God has given me all of my qualities, be who I am, and it's
Mhm.
up to me to use them.
Yes.
And at any moment, things could change.
Yes.
There's nothing guaranteed or promised to any of us on any given day. I've had my life change on several occasions,
Mhm.
at the blink of my eye, where it just took my life in a whole new direction.
Mhm.
So, I realize that time is valuable and you have to take advantage of what have in front of you, at that time. It took me this long to realize it, but I'm grateful.
Okay. Good. And just kind of concluding this conversation, and after we reflected on several of your experiences, what advice would you give students coming into this program?
Um, give it all you have. Don't don't cheat yourself. buckle down, tell some people no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Stay true to yourself and your dreams. Don't let someone be a dream killer for you. Don't let people tell you you can't do it. Don't let situations tell you that you can't complete it.
Yeah.
And that's what, I would share with people who are considering it, that it's going to be rough sometimes because life goes on.
Yeah.
Because, most of us are adult students,
Yes.
but you have to, you have to hurdle over the obstacles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And are there any final thoughts that you want to share before we conclude our time together?
I need you to convince me to continue. I don't want to, because of what happened, I think I was trying to use that as a crutch for saying I'm not going any further. It's too hard. The same thing that I just said I would share with others. I need to take my own advice. And sometimes it's easier to give than to receive.
Absolutely.
And and now I'm kind of like making excuses. I want to travel this year. I want to, do this. I got things I want to do. But I want to be able to say I received a bachelor's degree. My youngest sister just completed her master's. And yeah, she's the first one in my immediate family to do it. So I want to show her, although, I don't know if I'll ever get to the level of a master's. Who knows? Maybe I will. But I just want to show her that she helped motivate me.
Well, there it is. There it is. Go for it. Go for it now. And you know how the associates is, set up. The back is set up in the same way. Just the projects and the goals are different. You're in control of your pace. You know the requirements that Anthem has for reimbursement. So if you want to travel, maybe if you're going to travel next month, this month, you buckle down and knock out projects and take a break for a month. Come back, knock out some projects. So how you can have the program work for you on your own schedule. So if that's the only thing holding you back, you've got it. Go for it. You just say the word.
Now, because I know if I really had really worked at the same pace that I started with, I probably could have got the associate's degree probably in 5 months.
I'm not sure, but I know there are students who get through it fairly quickly, like 5, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months. And I don't know the BA program like I know the associates, but I do know that the level of difficulty is a little higher. So it may take you a little more time to work through projects, for example. But I've seen your work. You can do this.
Thank you.
It's definitely well within the realm of your level of intelligence. You can knock it out. It's just a matter of how much time you want to put into it.
Okay.
And, I would say too, early on with your relationship with your new coach, because you'll have a BA coach, let him or her know what you want and when you want it. And that's what we're here for, is to help you get to where you want to be when you want to be there. And they'll know the program, so they'll be able to say, hey, Tracy, well, you can take this path. Let's focus on doing this month, and this month, and this puts you at X competencies by month 6, for example. So they'll work with you and, get you where you need to be.
Okay.
But you just tell me, you just say the word. You can think about it and email me later today or tomorrow. And
because I still have till the 15th, right?
Yeah, I think as long as you voice your interest by the 15th, I can submit the case, and then they'll start the process of having you go over to the BA. Now, I will say this, just like with your welcome call for the associates, that cutoff is like the 20th of the month, you would need to make sure you have a
Right.
welcome call with your new coach by the 20th of this month if you want to start February 1. But you don't have to start February 1 if you just want a little time. So
Okay, because I was thinking, I had somebody keep calling my phone. I'm sorry.
oh, it's okay.
I was thinking more like maybe March,
Yeah.
starting in March.
Yeah. So part of what
So if I tell you now that I want to start,
Mhm.
then can you hold whatever you need to submit until it would allow me to start that time? How does that work?
I could submit it saying that you want to start in March.
Okay.
And then come February 1st, a BA coach will be reaching out to you to set up a welcome call to meet with you in February for you to start in March.
Okay.
That's how that would work.
Okay.
So can I
All
submit
right.
it?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay, I'm going to submit that today. That you've graduated and you want to start your BA March 1. Now, don't get me wrong, you can always change your start date.
Okay.
Even after you start. If you start in March and you're like, you know what, this is still not the right time, I need a little more time, long as it's within those first 14 days, you can change your mind.
Okay. I want to just go ahead and get it done. I don't want to procrastinate.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I've had some time off, except for those couple projects I
Yeah.
had to redo.
Yeah.
I had some time off prior to that. And I've had some time off, now. So I think by March I'll be ready.
All right. All right. Good. Well, as soon as we hang up,
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
it's been a pleasure.
And I
to meet
thank you so much. You have such a pleasant disposition, and you made this last part of this process, fulfilling for me. I truly thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're a sweetheart.
Oh, thank you. Well, you've enlightened me and enhanced my journey. I've loved our time together. I really have, and I just wish you the best. You deserve
Thank you
it.
so very much.
You
I
deserve it.
lost you.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you though.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess maybe it's telling us to wrap up.
Oh. Okay, so thank you so very much.
You're welcome, and I'll submit that for you right away. Take care, Tracy.
Okay, now when will I get my actual degree?
I'm not sure what the time frame is. The student support number that I provided you with, or I can give
Yeah,
it. Call them, and you can ask them when will that be sent out, and they can give you a specific time frame.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good.
Okay.
You take
Thank you so much, Melanie. And I will send you an email every now and then just to say hello.
Please do. Please do. I love that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one and have a good weekend.
Thank you. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.